Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in presenting this exciting range of products and learning a little bit more from our speakers. Um, we're a small group of what we like to call ourselves wellness entrepreneurs. Um, we work together as a team and very excited to introduce our two speakers, Grania and Susan, who has been great mentors in helping us, and the support has been really, really at a very high level. And just going to tell us a bit, give us a brief overview of what this company has to offer, the product range, and the most exciting new product that's coming. And they are very well equipped to explain to you with 8 years of experience. Um, and to explain to you exactly how cell activation works. And we'll have a Q&A afterwards if there's any questions. So I'll hand over to Grania and then she'll introduce Susan. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much, Karen. I really appreciate that. So, thank you everyone for coming on this evening. So, my name is Grania Fletcher, and I've been with the company LifeVantage now for nearly 9 years. In April, it will be 9 years, and I went looking for a company. Um, that really was something different that was out there. My husband had an autoimmune disease. He was taking lots of supplements and nothing was really helping him. And discovered about this activation. And I was like, what? What even is that? And what attracted me was Protandem, which is something Susan's going to talk about. But everything we do, we don't supplement, we activate. We turn on switches in your cells, which basically get your body to start healing itself from the inside out. We want to take back control of our own body's health. So, 9 years on, my husband is still playing soccer. He's 58. He plays soccer twice a week. They said that he would never play, he would never be at the gym. He's at the gym now. He's at the gym like 4 times a week. Super, super fit person. And I put it all down to him taking these tablets. We haven't gone a day without them since we started. So I just want to touch on the company, that who we are, just so that you realize what a stringent amount of research and development that has to go into all these products. The company's been around for over 20 years. Protandem was actually launched in 2003. It's a NASDAQ company, which means that they have to be at the highest when it comes to figures, when it comes to stringent restrictions on checking for all our raw materials that go into our products. It's all at the highest standard, and we have boards of directors that we have to report into. So the company is a very, very financial, um, free, debt free company. And if it's anything, I challenge you to go, if you like shares, go on and check the LVFN. That's our shares at the moment. They're the highest that they've been in the last 13 years, I believe it is. And that's because of this new product, Mind Body. So, this is our activation story. We started at the beginning in 2003 with Protandem, and you can see we've added new products all along, which Susan's kind of going to touch very briefly on the other ones. Tonight, the main kind of two that we're going to talk on is the start and the finish, mind, body, enhance. And I get to talk to you about the mind body. So we're going to go to the latest products that have come out, which I'm super, super excited about. And you'll hear in a minute why I'm excited about them. But I think we need to just look at the problems that are happening out there in Australia. America is a whole other gamut, as is the UK and things like that. But this was shocking. I was looking, Susan and me were kind of going through these statistics that have come out. And, 2022, there was 66 of adults overweight in Australia. 13 million are living with obesity. And in 2025, they're projected that 83% of men will be overweight in Australia, and 75% of women will be overweight. But the sad thing is, 33% of children will be obese. Like, these stats are a little bit scary. And the thing is, they're kind of true. And I want to know why. Why has this happened when it didn't? A lot of it has got to do with our diet, fast food, convenient kind of food, inactivity, poor sleep, hormonal imbalance, which, affects a lot of us. If there's a lot of women on here at the moment going through the menopause and stuff like that, we'll all know about the hormonal imbalance. Age, I sit like in so much of this. I'm 56 years of age. Stress, a lot of us go through just daily stress at the moment, and then the environment and the effects on us with so many toxins and stuff like that out there. So all these um, things create, a huge amount of stress on our bodies. So, what are we going to talk about? Everything now with our company is all about, as I said, activation. We take it to make it. So, we empower our bodies to make the antioxidants, the protein enzymes, and things you need for better health. So, what else can we activate? Can we really look at maybe taking something that would help with our weight loss? Or I should even say our weight management. And I'll talk to you about my husband and my story, more about my story, because he's actually a very tall, slim man. But it's weight management. It actually helps all of us. So this is launching, it's actually launching for consultants in March, but launching in April for customers. So look, this is a little bit about me in a nutshell. I was fit and fab. That was me. I'm a bit of a health nut. Look, I'm not a big gym junkie. I did couch to 5K and hated every second of it, but did it. But I found my Pilates reformer, and I do it every day. I'm there 6 times a week, and I do my 10,000 steps to 15,000 steps a day, and that's my jam. And that was me in June. I was always around your 65 kilos. And then menopause came, and within 6 months, I had put on 20 kilos. I was still doing Pilates, still doing everything that I had been doing, but suddenly now my body decided that it was going to keep all this weight. And I tried everything. I was doing keto. I did hard 75. I tried everything, and nothing was reducing this weight. So at my doctor and me, we looked at everything. He said, look, do you want to go on Ozempic and try it? So I went on Ozempic, and then you couldn't get it. So I had tried it for a couple of months. The food noise was stopping to go a little bit. But then it wasn't here. So I was on the compounded version. Then I was on the Mounjaro. So what happens when you actually take a synthetic? It's basically a synthetic GLP hormone. Now, this hormone we're going to go through in a couple of minutes, but I just want you to know, like, I ended up being on injections for 18 months. And yes, I lost 10, 11 kilos. Um, but, towards the end, like, and my side effects, some days were really bad. Other times it wasn't so bad. I know some people that it's atrocious. But for me, because I am pretty fit and things like that, it wasn't too bad. But the food noise, I had to keep going up in the doses all the time, that I was paying $550 a month towards the end. And then they were saying the next one I was going to have to go up to was going to cost $750. And it was going against everything that I believe in. Like it was like I'm putting this synthetic inside me. Like it's going against everything that I stand for. But I was desperate. So the the synthetic that I was putting in me was a GLP-1. So what is that? That's a glucagon-like peptide that is a hormone produced in your gut and released in response to food. And basically, when it's in your gut, it sends a message to your brain to say you're full. So it causes reduced appetite and the release of insulin. Now, to activate this GLP-1 is actually a really good thing. And a lot of the doctors, for people that are diabetic, are saying to them you should go on Ozempic. People with cardiovascular disease, they're saying you should go on Ozempic. Because when you turn on this GLP-1 hormone, it can help with your heart, cardioprotection. It can help with your brain. And because this brain gut axis, it can help with your stomach, pancreas, and your insulin sensitivity. But what happens with a synthetic, and this is what the doctors were saying to me, was you have your GLP-1 hormone here. And if you haven't taken the synthetic, it's here. But I was putting in this huge amount of excess artificial GLP-1 hormone that all it was doing was taking my receptor and saying to it, we've got enough. And it was reducing so that when I actually came to start the GLP-1 natural, my GLP-1 was way back here. So it's taken me, a couple of months to get it back working properly. And that's why they say you need to be on the synthetic Ozempic and Mounjaro for the rest of your life. Because when you come off it, and I was just saying to the ladies, when I came off it, within 1 week, I'd already put on 2.5 kilos and I hadn't changed anything in my diet. So I was really excited about this product because of all the other added benefits. And it's interesting, I have a physiotherapist that went on it, and she ended up having an issue with her gallbladder and had to have her gallbladder removed last year. And what happened since then was that she's had all this gastric problems. Every time she ate, her stomach was really killing her. And she went on the Mind Body, and now she's eating perfectly. Her digestion is perfect. She's like, I'm not doing this for weight. I'm doing it so I can eat properly. So, by being on this Mind Body, and that's what Life Antage has brought out, it is helping people because it's helping them with their digestion as well as everything else. So, this is what we have. It's called the Mind Body System. It's first to market that it's actually activating your own production of GLP-1 hormone naturally. So we've got a patent pending at the moment. And this is the thing that it actually helps you stop snacking and helps you being full. So we did a clinical trial. The company has done an external clinical trial, and after 12 weeks, these were the results that came back in. There was a reduced 95% people found a reducing of sugar cravings, chose smaller portions, ate less meals, felt less hungry, and just took back control of their food intake and their relationship with food. And this is the results that happened. Now, we say that this is a 12-week program. It's not a get rich quick scheme, like kind of like it's not a lose weight quickly, because we want this to be something that's sustained in your body. So we say, come on the journey for 12 weeks. The first 4 weeks, it may be your body getting it you know, reduced and getting used to having the fiber and things like that. And that's something that we walk the journey with you. But after 12 weeks, the study with all the bloods and everything that they did with 60 people, there was an increase of 140% of your GLP 1 hormone. Now, that's an average. Some people's was even way higher. Now, this is really interesting. They lost 4 kilos in 8 weeks, up to 4 kilos, but up to 11 kilos in 12 weeks. It's like the longer you were on it, the more your body was like, oh, okay, so this is the new thing, and started to lose the weight quicker. 100% who lost the weight, this is a big thing that my GP went, now that is what I'm interested in, that they didn't lose any weight muscle. Now, I've put on weight muscle since being on the GLP-1 naturally, but everybody that loses weight with Ozempic and Mounjaro and all the synthetics, they actually lose it in their muscle. And there was an up to 27% reduction in visceral fat and body fat, which 5%, which is huge. Now, these are a couple of people that we know. He has lost 15 pounds, but as you can see, it was all in the gut because that's where the visceral fat and a lot of our fat sits, is in the gut. Now, this is Marcy. She's a good friend of mine, and she lost in 6.5 weeks nearly 4 kilos, which isn't an awful lot, but check that out, 32 centimeters overall. Again, you can see all in that gut area. And this is Jeanette Wilson. She's over in New Zealand. This was after 28 days, her transformation. And this lovely lady, it was all after um, trying to lose weight after having had a baby, and she lost in 6 weeks 12.5 kilos. This is Sean Poe. This is similar to kind of my husband's physique. So my husband's been on it since 1 January. He stopped alcohol um, because I said, look, to get great fast results, I suggest you don't drink for the first 30 days at least to allow your GLP-1 to start working naturally. And my husband's fat was 19.9, and his is reduced by 2.5% already, and it's 2 weeks. He didn't have a lot of weight to lose, but he's lost 2.85 kilos. So his visceral fat has gone down to 5 at the moment. I'm like, really? But this is what kind of happens to the guys. They start to lose all the weight um in the places that they want to kind of lose it. And this is Angie, our beautiful friend. She's after losing 20 pounds actually now in 12 weeks. So looking amazing. And again, all over kind of weight she's after losing. And this is John. He's also, again, all around the tummy area. So look, I'm going to pass you over to Susan Young now, and she's going to really talk to you about where it all began. So I came to the end, and now we're going to go back to the beginning. Thanks, Susan.
Thank you, Grania. So we all saw on the company activation story slide that Grania shared that we've got a load of products. We've got a huge range of products, all developed to empower our bodies to make what they need for better health. We have very robust science around them all, but I won't be going into the science tonight. I will be focusing on the products that actually support. Tonight's webinar or Zoom is technically about the gut-brain axis and how that impacts on healthy weight management. So tonight I'm just going to touch briefly on a few products that can support your gut and your brain in preparing your cells to optimize the benefits of the GLP-1 when it actually hits our shores. So the first one I want to talk about is Protandim NRF2. This is our flagship product. I absolutely love it. I've been on it now for since 2016. My entire family are on it. None of us are ever coming off it. And I have a lot of stories to go with it, but I don't have time to tell them tonight. All I will say is that what this product does is it is clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress in your body by 40% in 30 days on average. And it does that by cranking up the body's own production of antioxidants. So, and that's done by switching on the NRF2 pathway. So as Grania was talking about, we are not about supplementation in any form at all. We are about activation. So let's take a look at the difference between looking to reduce your oxidative stress with a source of diet alone, dietary sources alone, and what would happen if you took Protandim NRF2. So when dealing with dietary sources alone, each antioxidant molecule can eliminate just one free radical. So given that we have trillions of free radicals made in our bodies every day, that's not going to make a huge difference, because you can see here just how many oranges, cups of broccoli, cups of blueberries, vitamin C tablets, bottles of red wine, you name it, you would need to neutralize 1 million free radicals. And that's just 1 million free radicals. So just going on a healthy diet's not going to cut it when it comes to reducing oxidative stress. So if we move over to the diagram on the right, each molecule of superoxide dismutase, which is just one of the enzymes that Protandim NRF2 activates, has the ability to neutralize 1 million free radicals every second for the life of that molecule. So just think about that. What you'd have to eat to neutralize 1 million free radicals, and one of these tablets can neutralize 1 million free radicals every second for the life of that molecule. So it's just a little bit like taking a cup of water and throwing it on a house fire, or bringing in the fire brigade. What's in it? We have 5 natural ingredients: turmeric, green tea, ashwagandha, bacopa, and milk thistle. However, it's not what's in it. It's the combination and ratio with which they are combined that creates a synergy that is 1,800 times more powerful. 18 times, 1,800% more powerful than the combination of the ingredients on their own. So you can't just go along to a naturopath or go along to the health food shop and buy the ingredients and expect the same result. So when we look at the cycle of unwanted weight gain, oxidative stress is at the top of it. Oxidative stress creates hormonal imbalance. So that's all of us ladies that are trying to go through menopause, which activates weight gain, and weight gain creates oxidative stress. So it's a vicious cycle. So we break the cycle by introducing Protandim NRF2. Thanks, G. So the Protandim NRF2 will deal with the oxidative stress. The mind body that's coming will deal with the hormonal rebalancing. And once you do that, you don't have a problem with the weight gain. Thanks, Grania. So the second product I just want to touch on is our Healthy Glow Stack. So our liquid collagen is phenomenal. So what sets it apart from any other liquid collagen on the market are 2 things. Other liquid collagens replenish collagen. And this liquid collagen activates your body to make its own collagen. It replenishes the collagen you've lost, and it maintains the collagen you still have because it dampens the enzyme that breaks down collagen. The other thing is this collagen has 10 strains of collagen. All other collagens on the market might have type 1 and 2, maybe 3 or 4 types. None of them have 10. So this one doesn't just work on skin and joints. This one works on every organ in your body, your brain, your eyes, your gut. Everywhere you think you have collagen, it's everywhere. So we can look here at Grania, the lovely Grania. You can see when you combine the 2 together, you have a dramatic reduction in cellular stress and an increase of type 1 collagen of 100% in just 8 weeks. So you can see Grania's eyes here. The eyelids are quite droopy when she started out. 4 weeks down the track, they were starting to lift, and then right at the end, you can see how much they've lifted. So this is another lady, Jamina. This is her 120-day journey. Look how different her eyes look. Look how much smoother and less deep the creases around her eyes are, how much better the dark circles are, and overall general complexion and evenness. So we take it to make it. We empower our bodies to make the antioxidants, proteins, and enzymes, and things that you need for better health. Then we have our Axia. This is a nootropic. A nootropic is a cognitive enhancer. It's food for the brain. So it works on the brain messengers to create energy, activate mental clarity. It powers your brain and your body. It supports a positive mood. And remember, we're talking about the brain-gut axis here. So way better than all those sugar-laden, toxic-laden energy drinks in the supermarket. And then finally, we have the ProBio. So I love this product too because you don't have to refrigerate it. This little container it's in is insulated. So if you like to travel like me, it's fantastic. It has 6 billion CFUs of healthy bacteria, but even better than that, the delayed release technology that we use gets it to go exactly to where it's needed. So it goes right down to the gut before any of the bacteria can get killed off in the stomach acid on the way down, as is the case with other probiotics. And it has added beta-glucan for immune support. So you would take it on an empty stomach so that the bacteria don't compete with the absorption of food. Now, what to do while you're starting for your GLP-1 to hit our shores, we would say at the very least, you would go on Protandim NRF2. I honestly believe that every single person on this planet that wants to have a healthier life for longer needs to be on that product. So that's the least. Better is the Kickstarter bundle, which has the Protandim NRF2, the Axia, and the ProBio, which cleans out the cells. The Protandim NRF2 cleans out the cells, boosts the antioxidants, and reduces the oxidative stress. The combination of the three clean out the cells, activate the mind, and prepare the gut. And finally, best would be the Healthy Glow Stack, which is the collagen and the NRF2, which break the cellular stress cycle, reduce oxidative stress, and activate your own collagen production. So Grania has already mentioned that the GLP-1 will be hitting our shores and will be available online mid-March for consultants and April for customers. And I'm just going to hand back to Grania right now so that she can tell you how you can get these products paid for.
Thanks, Susan. Appreciate that. So yes, look, I'm very happy at the prices because, as I say, I was paying $550 to have something that was artificial inside me. So the prices are really, really great. And all we're saying is that at some stage, when you actually come on this journey, maybe with us and try these products, people are going to say to you, "Wow, um, what are you doing?" And our company loves to reward you for actually sharing about this because we're on a mission. I'm on a mission now, to help as many people that felt like they had no other option but to go on a synthetic, that there is another option out there and that they can go on this product. So just by sharing, not doing any business, just by sharing, if you had 4 of your friends, you could be earning $150 every month just by them being on the product. Or there could be 8 of your friends and you would get the product paid for and a bit left over. So this can be as big or as little as you make it. We actually the company predicts that we made over 20 million in shares. I actually took this share price picture on Friday, and the share price has actually gone up to $23 now in another, 4 days, 5 days later. So our shares have grown by 85% because of the product, the Mind Body. So we're really looking for brand partners and people that want to get behind it. The prediction is that just alone, our company is going to grow by $400 million in the next 2 years on the Mind Body product. It's going into Europe, Australia, and New Zealand in the middle of March, April, and then all to the rest of the countries that we've got. So if you're not in this group, this is our customer group where you can go ask questions, see some before and after photos and things like that. Here are some people's stories. I would recommend that you get back in touch with the person that recommended you to come on this call so that you could maybe join this Facebook group and see more transformations that people have been having. Um, on behalf of all the ladies, I would just love to say thank you for coming on, and I hope you get started with one of the products that we have spoken to you about this evening, if not all of them. So time to get activated, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Grania, we're going to open it up for